What up though guys, Franklin here for my complete video on all the DIYs I have done so far. Probably not done yet, probably got a couple more projects I want to do. I doubt a couple. But they're on their way, so here's what I've been doing so far. This right here is the arm brace for my Steadicam. I just sewed this up today. As you see, I put buckles on it to go around my forearm. And a long strip here, you can probably see on the inside. Let me flip it over. And that's the strip where the bar will go in to hold my DIY Steadicam that I built, which I will show you shortly. I don't have the bar yet, and I haven't drilled a hole for it yet, but I will get that sometime tomorrow or probably Wednesday or Thursday. Week is kind of hectic, but it fits pretty well. It's adjustable. Have the straps on there. I took these buckles from off my old backpack that busted on me. You know what's funny? These little clips cost $2 a piece. Can you believe that? $2 a piece for these little things? Did you know you could go to the resale shop, go get a backpack and buy a whole backpack for $2 and just take all the clips off of it? I'm telling you, dollar stores, resale shops, mom and pop hardware stores, oh, they're golden. I'm telling you, they help for the frugal filmmaker. So it works pretty well, and I can't wait to get the bar and put it in there. Probably a 1/2 inch piece of long flat rod that'll go in there to hold the Steadicam. And speaking of which, here is the Steadicam, modified, probably from the last video that you saw. And there it is, all in its glory. This top part here is where the camera sits, of course. And I had my buddy, who built all these DIYs, by the way, had him slice a hole in this aluminum metal here, so the camera can slide, so I can adjust it. And the only problem is that we had to contend for maybe a side-by-side adjustment of the camera, but maybe that might be down the road. Like I said, this is just a DIY camera, so I'll probably get a better Steadicam. And that's the gimbal system. I'm having a little issue with the handle there. The plastic keeps making it veer left when I want to move it or turn the handle. Now when I turn it right, it's just as fine, but when I turn it left, it wants to stay in this position instead of staying straight up. So that's the problem. So I may have to adjust that pretty soon. We did everything we could to do it, but I may have to switch out those bolts and nuts probably with another gimbal system just to make it smooth. And of course there's the weights for it. And I painted it black just to make it look presentable, just to give it a nice little look. Next is my DIY camera slider. Camera slider that I designed the bottom piece with the help of my friend. Again, he built everything here. As you can see, this is a 2-rail system, naturally, and it's on 2 square tube pipes. What that is it makes the pipe strong. It makes the Steadicam rail strong, so it doesn't bend. This is pretty strong pipe, and it's threaded with I think that's a 1/4 inch rod, threaded rod. Reason why I had it threaded is for easy adjustment, and plus I like to help out other filmmakers just like me. I'm starting off just like everyone else that I know. If they had their very own DIY camera slider with skateboard wheels and stuff like that, they could easily adjust it to their size. So, I believe we all should stick together when we're doing movies or art or whatever we're trying to do. This is from a busted tripod that a friend of mine gave me from church. The legs was pretty damaged, so I just took this off and put it inside the wood there, drilled it, put holes in there. And what's great about it is just that it has this head can roll up so you can get a longer shot. Now the only thing I may have to do later is probably put 2 handles on each side, so that way I won't use this to drag the slider across, but I'll just use the handle, so that way I won't bend the camera or the stem for this to get a shot. Now, I didn't use wheels. I used carpet sliders to slide across of it. Not only does it work, and as you see, AA, just to match up the size so I won't mismatch anything. Not only does it slide across it real nice and smooth, and with these bolts tied up at the bottom here, I probably can't see them, and there's one eye bolt, there's the other. To tighten it up, it can loosen it up, plus it's virtually no noise on here. So, skateboard wheels, rig wheels, anything you use will probably make noise as you go along with a metal rod this long in length. But it's pretty quiet. It's virtually quiet. I mean, you really can't hear anything. It's amazing. Now, why 2 pieces of wood with a rail sandwiched between there? Well, because you want to probably do some versatile stuff with your DIY camera slider. Let's say if you want to turn this thing upside down and put it on the ceiling. Well, if you turn this thing upside down, the camera won't fall out and it'll be holding in place. So let's say you want to do a security camera shot. So you could put it up in the ceiling and, you know, do the whole thing. Or put it up on the side of a wall and just pan down. That's right. Or pitch it at an angle and get your slide on. Whatever. Just making it more versatile so it'll be easy to use. The next one, of course you all know, is the most popular request, is my DIY ring light. 10 lights wired in parallel, so just in case one bulb goes out, the other bulbs will keep working, and you could take them all out and shape it to whatever light you want. Maybe use black wrap to shape the light if you want to. Comes complete with a dimmer switch, so you can add as much power as you want. Long cord, customized DIY stand to hold it up. And I plan on probably modifying this because I want to do a stand. Maybe a clay animation. So this will be my stage, so it'll probably land in a 90-degree flat angle. Horizon angle. And, you know, the lights will be like the lights of the sky or something like that. And it'll be shining on maybe a clay animated scene or something like that. And also, what I plan on doing is putting like maybe 4 rods on the back of this so the camera could be in the middle. So just in case I want to do tutorials. Show you how I draw or do animations or things like that. Yeah, so that should work out for that. This is my light box modified. I just drilled some holes in there and put pegboards in there. As you can see, I use this pretty much 3 paper puncher just to cut up these pieces of large tracing paper that I had. I just cut it to size so I can start animating in 2D form. Most people probably won't consider a computer a DIY build, but this is a DIY build. I had this computer for a couple years now. Modified it from an old computer that I had. I need more power because I'm animating in more space and everything. But yeah, as you can see right through it because it's just basically built from other parts and other things like that. My poor headphones, we've been through battles over the years. Duct tape and everything, but it still works. That's a good soldier. The markers I did not build, but maybe one day. And of course, what I just received today was my DIY animation table with DIY animation disc. Let me explain. The DIY disc is made out of plexiglass. I'm sorry. It's some type of material that makes it stronger than regular plexiglass. I can't remember the technical name for it. But it's made out of 2 circles, one large to keep the disc in place, and the other one, let me take it off, to put inside the hole, so it keeps the whole thing in place. The circle, let me see here, put this back on real quick. The circle that you see here is for, you know, gotta figure one to stay in place. I didn't have it on there secure. So there we go. So the circle here is to turn the unit. So when you're doing your animation and things like that, when you have the peg bar taped on here, you can move the paper. I'm sorry, not move the paper, but tape the peg bar, which is those 3 guys here. There's a bar for it, and you could tape it on the surface, anywhere on the surface, so you can turn and get your angles correct. And of course, as you can see, it's already on an angle. Excuse me, I'm getting sweat in my eyes, kind of hot down here. And it has a light. Let me turn on the light. And it's right here. There it is. So, I spent 3.5 hours cleaning this thing up because it had paper and glue on it. And then I had to sand it down with coarse, medium fine, and extra fine sandpaper to get this bad boy going. But it tended to work out pretty well. I'm still considering, should I put tracing paper or clear contact paper on the surface or on the back of this just to make it more translucent. But because of this light that's on the back of the unit, excuse the Steadicam, is already diffused. And with this plexiglass all scratched up and everything, it adds more to the diffusion. So, I might leave it there. I might not. As you see, this animation table is adjustable, so you can be at any angle. It has a latch system because this thing is portable, so you can actually close this up and move around if you have to. And I think it's pretty slick. And I can't wait to start animating on that thing. So as you can see, all my DIY builds that was built by a good friend of mine. He did everything here you see. Most of it was my design, but most of it were all the research I've done, I should say, and just pass it on to him. He's a great guy, just built everything for me. So whatever he needs videotape, trust me, it is on the house. So yeah, so that's everything I got here. So who wants to make a movie? Let me know what you think about everything, and we'll get cracking on this. So I look forward to working with everything here, and looking forward to your comments. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Later.